vaenzi Jouful Praise aiwa phakathi pedu. Stand by for that in a moment.
Hour of the Gospel Greats was brought to you by Steelmate Investments. Steelmate Investments, your friend in steel.
More music, more fun, more great radio this summer on Star FM. Sounding good all the time. Hashtag Summer Reloaded. The Zim Papers Cancer Power Walk is going global. Walk, run, cycle for a cause from anywhere in the world on Saturday, 2nd November 2024. Gather your family, friends, and communities as we show our support for cancer research and patient care. Let's create a ripple effect of strength and hope. Want to be part of this movement? Partner with us to fundraise for a worthy cause. Contact Pauline on 0715 679 405 or email pauline.matanda@zimpapers.co.zw or contact Lynn on 0783 776 832 now. The Zim Papers Cancer Power Walk 2024. Let's walk to make a difference.
2024 Reloaded is happening at the Harvest House Annual Global Conference. 13 December is the date to save at the new Harvest House International Conference Center. A night of worship and praise with Janet Manyoa, Harvest Music Choir, Lebo Sekhobela, Everton Mlalasi, Minister Mahendere, Kayam Tetwa, Lorraine Mablanca, and Joyful Praise. Tickets available at Harvest House Churches, King Pharmacies, or visit www.ticketbox.co.za. It's going down! One more 2024 Reloaded. Olasaleli.
Oh no, man, take me back. Take me back to 2019, stroke 18, thereabouts, when this beautiful, beautiful hit song was released. It's all. It was a whirlwind of a song. Kune vanoona iswa zvausenzo. vanooneswa vanopuwa pamweya tata zvionesi kuti kuri kuendwa kureu especially pakazopinda brother vane moto varapa ende vari mustudio avo muri kuvanzwa zeimi vanenge vachitoda. Good evening and welcome to the Gospel Grace Drive-Through. This is where we get up close and personal with our prominent personalities in Zimbabwe, and we also aim to have fun with you guys in a quiz that we're going to play. Okay. But look, for our listeners, my guests today, they're quite close to my heart. A popular Zimbabwean gospel choir that was founded in 2013 by one Mr. Gamaliel Madindi, pastor now, and it became very popular after their hit song Goreminana in 2018, which was number 1 on that year's Gospel Grace Top 50 countdown. Managa. And I like to call it From Gweru to Harare, to Zimbabwe, to the world. The Jouful Praise Choir is in studio. It's been hit after hit after that. Guys, what is the name, Manimi?
Tinofara.
Wow. I
We
mean,
are good. Choir inofara. It just happened.
You've been right. UK even one way.
And we can't wait, Shem. You've no idea. We've been praying, we've been rehearsing, we've been doing everything that we need to do for the event to be a success.
Good stuff. We're going to talk about the UK in a bit, but allow me to talk to you about so many messages that have already come through. I was. Mufunge and on 054. God. And also, I see a lot of messages on our Facebook. People are already connected on Star FM, on Yvonne Tivatye Official, on Capitalk. You can get in touch with us more. So represented here by Mrs. Rudo Madindi, who's capable wife to Gamaliel, and my brother there. Brother Ngwanunza now. Good stuff. Welcome along to the Gospel Grace Drive-Through. And like I said, but look, take me back to Tungoroeminana. Guys, 2018 was the year for me when I heard this song. It was a game changer on the gospel music scene.
It was.
Like, what? Who are these people? And just the outfits and everything. But talk to me about how the song came about, the sound, what inspired it. And because pana 2013 kunobuda kuna 2018.
We had done a lot of projects that were never coming out.
Okay.
But we never lost our faith in God. So
never coming out is an Isatopera.
We would hire camera people. The footage is not there. At one point we did a recording and we forgot to buy a button re-record. So we couldn't post anything because there was nothing to post.
Yes.
So 2018 was it really was a game changer because it came as very unexpected because that was the first time we had a huge stage with nice lights, the outfits.
Where did you record it? Interesting.
In Gweru.
Okay.
It was amazing because Ngoreminana was one of the songs that we never thought were going to be the hit song.
Serious?
Yes, it was not. I will tell you the truth. I'm not lying. I did a lot of improvisation on that song that I had to re-listen for me to perform it. We had not rehearsed it that much. It was not meant to be recorded. My husband just did it out of enjoyment, wanting to connect the ancient people and the young stars, merging the genres and whatnot. So it wasn't meant to be recorded, but he just was like, let's just do it for the sake of reg or rag. I don't know what it is. But then, so I sang it, not liking it, then God chose that song for one reason or another. So that's why you're saying it's a game changer. It was.
It was a game changer.
And every other song that we thought was going to be the best, Well, they were the best, but not as best as
But look, I like that you mentioned how he wanted to bridge a gap. It's got the Gomorema Sare feel.
Yeah.
Who liked that sound? Who said it's Pastor Gamaliel?
My husband loved the Zigzag Band. And so he was just humming it this other day. It was after church, what. And then he was like, we need to do something we want to merge the music. To do instead of doing Gomorama Sare because it's already owned. We just want to see how we can amalgamate our own lyrics and that kind of a sound. We even had to take it's I think like it do or so it was just like an amalgamation of good music, and it came out the way it did.
He had a proper eye. He had a proper eye or ear
for
it. I like that you also mentioned kuti pakati pesa pane zvaimisa chichaikipai mwino because 2013 kusvikira 2018 pane 5 kamakore apa then mamwe acho achitadza kubuda achinzi hanzi hatina kubaya rekodi takangano asi tauya zvedu tichiziva kuti toda kurekodi alright yaimwonya but what kept your faith until 2018?
I would love to say it was Pastor Gamaliel. Because like the Bible says, the anointing flows from above. Pastor Gamaliel vakavene a giving up spirit. We were definitely going to drop this thing because it wasn't easy. The ups and downs were just a lot. But he kept on saying, we know our purpose, and there is no best thing that comes out without process. So this is process that's meant to grow us. So we're going to continue. And all those videos that never came out, it was kind of a way to teach Pastor Gamaliel what not to do next. So he kept improving. Like what the cliche statement always says, we learn from our mistakes. So that's what was happening.
Good stuff. Okay. So I know that 5 years later Ngoremnana then came out, but let's come back to 2013. Is that when the group started? Let's talk about how it began, who named it Joyful Praise, what inspired the creation of the group.
Okay.
And then we'll then talk about how you met Pastor Gamaliel and how you became lead singer and wife.
Wow. Are you really gonna be asking that?
I'm gonna.
You wanna hear?
I'm gonna. No, talk to us about how Joyful Praise came about.
So in Ngangoti, the best way to describe that is that 2013. That's when Jouful Praise Choir was established.
Okay.
But it began almost like way before that.
Okay.
Mwari wakataura na baba wedu Gamaliel Madindi kubva kudhara. He always talked to us about things that started happening 2001, 2005, 2008, 2011. So we can safely say 2013, that's when Joyful Praise Choir was established. That's when it was said, no, this is what God has given us. This is our vision. Let's go with it. So from then, everyone else just came along.
So Pastor Gamaliel was the one who formed
the
group.
Sisters.
And his 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So at formation, how many were you and how many are you now?
I don't remember, but Tati Singa Dariki 15.
Yeah.
What age?
Ichitanga.
Okay.
Because it was Pastor Gamaliel, then obviously Auntie Gemma and Auntie Katie joined in because they are lovers of music. And then I came in as a best friend. Already there was one. Stop laughing now.
Friends.
There was Vanamutsa, Vana Pro, Vanani. So I think Tungoti 10 to 15 people tasingadari keep up. But right now we are hitting 70. Band included.
Wow, band included. So you've got a 70-piece band.
Yes.
A 70-piece outfit. How easy or difficult is it for you to manage that?
It's not easy or difficult. It's manageable. Why? Because I think growth lies in the leadership of the leader, the way the leader leads. It maps the way the choir grows. Pastor Gamaliel has got a firm hand. He knows what he wants. So when you join Jouful Praise, he tells you, I want this and that and that and that. So besides his good leadership qualities, he prays. Right. So I also feel like the anointing on him and in him, somehow it takes charge of the choir. it controls. Because imagine having to lead over over 5 senses dzinokwana dzinodhonza vanoenda kuno mabasa vari married vane maboyfriends vari it's difficult.
Vari married vane maboyfriends count is 2 different sentences.
Pane vari married nevane maboyfriends.
I'm playing with you. I'm joking with you, but then I get you. And also then there's, so would you say the foundation for the choir, for it to be easily managed and all of that is prayer and what you're saying?
Yes, prayer and the skill to be a leader. Because again, if you don't have the leadership qualities in you, you may not be able to sustain a choir.
Okay, just getting to know you as we talk about other things that are impending, other things that we're going to be talking about, UK, Koko, and places like that. We're gonna zero in on that, but just giving a background, because the show is called The Drive-Through, and this particular segment is called The Catch-Up.
Okay.
So we're catching up with you guys, and just in case Panavas now in the other interviews that we had, we're just sort of re-angling the question. So now that we've established that you guys are 70, but we then noticed particular songs have particular lead vocalists.
Right.
What is the process with that? Who selects that? How does one get to have a song to lead? All 70 of you.
Yes, what happens is we move in categories, or I don't know, levels. Kune banonzi seniors, those that started from 2013 up to now.
Sure.
They obviously know the exact thing that's needed in JPC. So then kozoita vaka audition izvezvi. Saka when a song comes, a song is auditioned for.
Okay.
So Pastor Gamaliel can either choose an individual, or he says who wants to sing the song. So we can have like 5 people auditioning for the same song. But our winner in terms of moving people with the anointing, because he weighs that as well. How anointed are you to push that song? How vocally able are you? And if you're not well vocally rehearsed, but he can hear kuti you've got the potential and the anointing, you have it, he will train you. So you will see kuti many songs are there, but maybe they are led by Tongoti Kana 7 lead vocalists and everyone else is a BV. It is because they have not yet matched to the standard that Pastor Gamaliel wants. 1, 2, Pastor Gamaliel does not avaiti zvokuti wajoina kwaya nhasi wotoimba mangwana. You have to endure the process of holding the microphone. So you will see kuti whoever holds the microphone, they nail the song because they have rehearsed, they've been coming to rehearsals, and then they don't hold the mic. But the data anoribata, they will cherish the moment. So it makes everything surreal.
Love it for you. And there's been a rise really of many talented groups in Zimbabwe. Before, during you, after you, there's so many that are coming. There's been Praise, there's been the Veiled, H-Po Story, and things like that. So what sets Joyful Praise apart from others? What unique qualities would you say you guys bring to the table?
chekutanga ndichocho chemunamato tine mutungamiriri akatidzidzisa kunamata nekuda kwokuti akazvarirwa mumunamato akazvarwa nomunamato uye naiyewo munamato. So the best I can say is that we are people of prayer.
Okay.
We are people of practice. We are people of progress. Since we are from the city of progress. Saka pakufamba, but we know for sure if we've got these three things moving, God is on it and we're going ahead. So we can safely say prayer, practice and progress, process, seed. Yes.
Plus, we are people of praising. I think we, even the name Joyful Praise, that's one of our secrets. Because everybody is controlled by their name somehow.
Okay.
Your name has got an ability to take charge of you. So, fact, we are Joyful Praise. I think it has a way of pushing us into praise. Even, unaona kuti nyangwe munhu akapinda mukwaya asiri a praiser. Anobuda akunzwisa chinonzi praise, anokura mu praise yake, and so that is what has been our secret all along.
Good stuff. Okay, so I like that we've sort of come to understand the group, what carries you, how people get lead roles. We haven't really spoken about how Rudo, who's also a singer, but just briefly shed a bit of light there. Are you part of the leadership of the choir?
Yes.
You're part of the leadership of the choir?
Yes.
By virtue of being married to the leader of the choir?
Not really. Isn't I joined the choir as a best friend. It was really best friend. It was clean. It was clean, YV.
At what point did it become messed up?
Okay.
Well, let's leave that.
Okay.
Then I became one of the leaders because maybe of the gifts I have also. I love marketing. I love talking, blah, blah, blah. Then I got married. So that then added to there. But yeah.
Okay. So how easy or difficult is it to work with your husband in those spheres?
I will not lie. It was not extremely difficult.
Okay.
Because
you guys were friends before.
Yes, we were friends before. But I think I got to understand who he is and who I am.
Okay.
I never tried to use kuve best friend, kana kuve girlfriend or wife.
Okay. To get yourself ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I knew if I do that, I'm killing myself. Because if I want to, I can get that, but it would kill myself. However, YV, paripope kuti ndaizomubvunza kumba kuti unondida here ndabati wabhandi muri yesu what are you doing uyapano kukangama kuti ari married munhu wanoda kurova nebhandi nekuda kwevoka.
I get you. My charamba also said the same kuti mento mento dzimangova vanombochija face when I had a conversation with them when they were sitting where you're sitting there. But look, we really are just catching up in this segment, and we'll get into a segment where we get into a fun and game segment, and we come bearing gifts at you're tuned into the Gospel Grace Drive-Through. It's happening on Star FM, sounding good all the time, together with Capital 100.4 FM. Harare's Heartbeat. Yvonne Tivatye is my name. Hanging out with the Joyful Praise Choir of Tarisana United Kingdom. Mufunge manje so up. So because we're catching up, really, I noticed that you guys now have a church, or is it a place of worship? Okay, I think it's the same thing. Saga, it's a Joyful Praise City.
Right. So let me give you a good description of this thing. You know, we are people of prayer and worship. So what then happened was, during our rehearsals, we would get deep into praise, worship, and the word. And sometimes we would go live. So because we were going live, a lot of people started to request wanting to come to our live feeds. Then Pastor Gamalio thought, let me then create a day where we will invite every JPC fan to a Joyful Praise ministration. It was a ministry day. Okay. Until then God talked to Pastor Gamalio and was like, it has to become a church, because we then realized, Kuti, there are other people who really have nowhere they are feeding, especially my youths. So God then used Pastor Gamalio to start Joyful Praise City. It started as an inter-D, but now, by the grace of God, we have started Sunday services. Okay. Yes. If you noticed, last Thursday we had our father, Apostle M.A. Madinde and S.
Are those your husband's parents?
Yes.
Actual biological parents?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And I remember I wanted to come, but then I couldn't. But I was watching from somewhere.
Yes.
And I saw that. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
So it has become a ministry now, but we still have the interdenominational side of it on Thursdays, then church on Sunday.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Had this always been in the plan to say that teachers otanga edu church, and how does it separate from the choir and the do you know what I mean?
I understand. It wasn't in plan. I think God's things are never planned on our side. He plans himself. Okay. Then when he just wants a thing to happen, he just plans it instantly. It feeds from the choir as well, just as how the choir fed from it as it was starting. Okay. So somehow it's interconnected, but now it's starting to separate, especially on Sundays. Okay. Because that's when you see Kuti Kwakuya, a lot of people that have got nothing to do with Joyful Praise Choir. Okay. But maybe they're fans and they enjoy the music.
They enjoy the music. Because the choir performs in church.
Yes. I would say yes and no, because there are some members who are in the choir. And then there are some members who have just joined church who are now in the choir. So it's now a Joyful Praise team. Okay. When it's Sunday. But choir, it's maybe Kanatakuta Ministry Day is Joyful Praise Choir. That's how it's different. I don't know if you understand.
I totally understand. We're just catching up, really, and bringing each other to speed. So lead pastors, Rudo and Gamaliel.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And then you guys have junior pastors as well. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. So how big is the congregation now?
Last Thursday we hit 570.
Wow.
Then today on Sunday we were 190.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's God's grace.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Anyway, look, as we are just having a conversation, I want us to talk about, because I spoke to you in the television interview. I think I was the and get my ultimate gospel tenor. And I know some aspects of you that are personal. But now let's talk about the group and 2024. You spoke to me about how the year was starting and things like that for you. But because we're catching up really, I'd like to, I've seen you. I think I've spoken to you in informal in informal conversations. You guys have very good problems. You're overbooked and it's, I saw you in Kwamtare, Kwadokas.
Yes.
Every flyer ku God class, pani Jouful Praise. Oh, kukune Jouful Praise. How is that feeling? How's been 2024 for you guys?
2024 has been the manifestation of the prophecies that Pastor Gamaliel gave us when we were in Gweru.
Wow.
There was a time, especially
how about
COVID.
my prophecies?
Yes, yes, and yours too. Sorry, I had forgotten that part.
But anyway, hey, so you were saying, no, it's okay, you were saying.
You remember the time you're COVID? Takavariwa ne COVID tichida kuita recording, so we couldn't now go out.
Okay.
So we were like 40 or 50 till pamba one. Yeesh. Taita church every day kubva makuseni taipedza na 9 tisingazviona. So that time God was speaking through Pastor Gamaliel, and he said, "Rehearse now, for you will find no more time to rehearse, because every weekend you'll be ministering." So 2024 is now happening. It's overwhelming, but no matter how tired we are, we say this is what we prayed for. This is the manifestation of the prophecies. We will not get tired, and by the grace of God, we are moving around serving God in that way, and God is giving us back. We don't sleep in Nzara YV.
Wow. Because 70 people are a lot.
Exactly.
When it comes to remuneration, maybe not remuneration per se,
Even
just
welfare,
appreciation and welfare.
Kuti tiri kutravela safe from point A to B. I think it's God, but of course it's God, but Pastor Gamaliel has got administrative intelligence.
Serious?
Yes.
What does that mean?
He knows how to use the funds, how to delegate who to do what. So some people can go forward to go and put an establishment yokuti tokumbira muchengete macheza akati vamwe vachichaga transport vamwe vachidi saka hazvizomboiti difficult because everything is in place because he knows who to delegate to do what. So it helps in the managing of the choir. And usually when we're traveling tese haasi ese magiga tunetiri 70 because kune vamwe vasati vakuziva choreography.
Okay.
So vaya kana chita ma local gigs vasati vakuziva, they do other jobs like kuzotivigira water, kubata mamwe mabegi kuita say, and they gladly do it because they know
serving.
it's the part of it's serving,
and also it's an honor to
part
serve.
of process on for you kuzoenda wapamberi kuitirwa the same thing when other people audition.
Okay, cool. So 2024 begins. You guys have new year resolutions, and you're saying I had my personal resolutions, although part of it I was making a baby and things like blah, blah, blah. But came back, I was on national duty, I'm back. And there's things that I am now seeing manifest. But what was that one thing that you got into 2024 with as a choir to say, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we would want to see God do? And has that happened for you?
It has. The first of it is taking the globe by the storm.
Wow.
Us having to be invited. First, we are being invited in the UK.
You lied.
The day we heard it, we screamed. It felt like Tatoveko. We were like, Isu, UK? Isu. That we visualize it. You know why we wept that day.
Oh my goodness.
And then when Tikanzokuti, hey, my visa in.
Wow.
So, and already in 2021, God gave Pastor Gamaliel a prophecy, an instruction, a global impact.
Alright.
So vakafunga tiata 2022 zvikaramba 2023 zvikaramba ndobva yazouya zvesi 2024 saka it's making sense now.
I like that. Let's talk about that because we want to get into that before we get into the game.
Okay.
The UK global impact.
Jesus
global impact. So you glossed over 2024 and how it's been like for you. Last week so, things like that. And I know we'll talk about that. But let's talk about how the UK I don't want to call it gig, but I think that's the easiest way to,
I understand.
to explain it. How did that come about? Who called you? Who said we would like for you? Did you arrange it?
The reason why we feel it's a miracle because it's just one man and his wife who felt like, you guys, we need you to come to the UK. Oh, okay, right. So me and my wife are going to make up funds from our pocket to make you come. Oh, okay. So we thought it was just a statement until we then realized the person is in communication with Pastor Gamaliel, so having one couple choose to, because of the heart they have for God, they want UK to have the same experience Zimbabwe has been having, that Jouful Praise has been releasing. They want UK to feel the same. We thought this is God oriented. One family. It's one family. Doing this, so I'm sure they then got sponsors here and there because if you hear something good, you want to be part of
definitely.
it.
And it's the first time that
it's
the Jouful
first time ever, and we know it's going to open more doors for us.
It's definitely going to open more doors, and it's going to impact the United Kingdom in a major way.
Amen.
And I think, so because other people would really want to really hear, because July. I also don't want to forget how many people are going. And also how many people are going, and in terms of performances. So I don't want to forget. So I'm just putting it as a side note.
Okay.
But you were billed to go on the 13th of July.
Yes.
Amongst the goers, yours truly.
Of course, why not?
Is me. But then that didn't materialize. What happened there? Briefly.
We really cannot explain that much because we don't understand what was happening in the offices.
Okay.
We went for the visas 2 months back.
Okay.
But Takatusoshika the week of the event,
Asina
kind of response. Do you understand?
So there was a delay in the process.
And it was too long.
And it was a bit too long. Okay, so that was the reason why. And I'm just giving a bit of some background to the listener because it gives some closure of some sort. But now, and then we answer this question. Are we good now?
Yes.
Where are we in terms of the trip?
110% good.
Yeah.
Our visas are out.
Yeah.
We are rehearsing. People are buying tickets.
Icho.
The Lord is in it.
Icho.
What more do we want? Chasara kuti gidi pa UK. Pa Leicester.
I like that.
Yes, Papa.
Uniforms are red. Because the people know better extra.
My guy. I'm not going to talk about that.
You know?
I'm
Cool.
quiet.
So let's just give a little bit of a preview to what's going to be happening. You guys are 70. How many are going to the United Kingdom?
15.
Wow.
Yes,
That's a
it's
whole army.
You see?
It's an actual army.
It's a lot.
This is beautiful.
15 of us are going and naiwe kunenge kuchitonhora patiri kuenda muna September.
But shout out to MJ Events. Those are the ones that are doing those are the couple, basically.
Mr. and Mrs. Zinyemba.
Beautiful stuff. Those are God sent people. You know what I mean?
They are.
And I think that when I spoke to Pastor Gamaliel, I think he was the one who spoke to me and said, Sis Yvonne, it would really warm our hearts if we could go with you.
Yeah, of course. Because you've got
been
a
part
history.
of the story. And just now, getting to see Guti, it's actually really going to happen. It's beautiful. Yeah. So let's paint a picture to the listener before we get into the next segment.
Okay.
They are in Leicester at Theatre Theatre.
Right.
Getting their ticket. They're getting in there. What are they expecting? What are you excited about as Jouful Praise?
We are going to give you old and new songs.
Yeah.
The old songs that you've always been seeing us performing on social media, hearing on YouTube, we're bringing that.
Okay.
They should also expect the green uniform. It's coming.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been sending us messages. Please don't forget the green uniform.
Which one? The Givumile?
Yes.
The
that one, the
Givumile
long one.
Yeah.
And we are going to bring our hearts into what we're going to do.
Wow.
We want the heavens are going to land in that atmosphere. So they should expect answers from God.
Wow.
The presence of God.
I love that. And as we're talking about the United Kingdom, I've got people that are on the Facebook page, on Star FM's Facebook page. Winnie Mataka, shout out to you. I know that Mrs. Nyema is watching, and wife. I know that Auntie Mimi, who's really been working tirelessly for this to happen, is also watching. Shout out to you guys. And it's raining. Na tsungai machapo nekachando nyana.
Okay. No, we can manage that.
And we're coming from it. Do you know what I mean? And then Prince Chiparadzano as well is watching Tsungai Machapu. On the WhatsApp, I can't even begin. Do you know what I mean? I cannot. The love for you guys. Was this something that you, when you were in Gweru? I mean, I'm going to take my moment in. I know I will take my moment. But let me take my. So 2018, I hear a song. I was staying in Harare South then. At mini wekumba kwangu neni mazuva iwayo tangati chinga tichangotanga.
Okay.
Tivo promsana kuti acharorane so we used to share interests na at mini wekumba kwangu.
Okay, I get it.
That mini ka
one.
So he is the one who gave me the song.
Okay.
This is babe. Ndione zvegospel jamani pane chisong chandanzwa chapari ndichizwa kubasa nevanhu chichi he's a pharmacist, so he was, you know, he was working, and then he heard that, and then I'm listening to it, and then I my producer then was Noxie, I think, and then I said to her, tichagireva now vanofana kuya studio. So guys vakateerera, a group walks into the radio house, into Star FM then. Vakangoota so vakangodzima so but vane mavoice acho ende variratidza kuti tatopa, so they drove, I think, ari manheru to come from Gweru.
We did.
You remember? And so I see them, I think there were about 8, 9, 10 of them vakagara mufoya mundapedza kuita interview, but I can tell kuti in terms of funding and things like that. And then I said, and then I spoke a word.
Yeah.
I really stood in front of them and I said, look at me.
You did.
You remember?
You did. I remember. I'm seeing the picture.
And then I said to you, the things that God has for you, you cannot begin to comprehend. You are going to come from Gweru to Harare, to Zimbabwe, and to the world.
Yes.
You shall become a strong force to reckon with on the gospel music scene. And for honoring this, for coming all the way from Gweru, may God replenish you and open many doors.
And it did happen.
So I was just speaking, did I encourage a young group which was coming? Because what I could just see was passion there.
Passion and
neka direction, so potential.
Potential, exactly.
Yeah.
But papa kaipa fans.
Guys, I stand proud today.
Bless the Lord.
Very, very proud, guys.
We are grateful to God.
Yeah. And there's so much love that's coming from the WhatsApp car.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are grateful. We love you also.
Anzi ndipasa gamaleveri vari studio. Abuda wapa marvavo. Look, there's a lot. There's a lot of messages and love that is coming. But look, let's talk about the date again, where you guys are going to be in the UK. And let's just encourage people to be there. And then we get into our game show.
All right. 27th of September, we're going to be in Leicester, UK.
When do you touch down?
24.
25, Baba.
Yeah,
that's when you touch down. Soka dzichitsika.
My man. And we'll be red. I think the event starts at 5. So please just be there way earlier. Because people are buying tickets. And you can get your tickets by Eventbrite. And we are definitely going to send you the link on social media so that you know, if you click, you land into the website. And there's some people who are already buying tickets, because tickets and t-shirts, by the way. So if you can just come wearing your t-shirt. It's going to be amazing. You would feel like you're part of Jouful Praise.
Good stuff. People are asking about songs, guys, and I don't know. But look, Panavarkuti Go, which has become my new favorite, man. Do you know what? I actually wanted to ask that. Now it's all over the place, but I really want to ask that. What is the composition of the songs? On all 70 of us, do I just come and say, Pastor Gamalio, he opens a platform for that.
but 3/4 of the songs he writes. I don't say he writes, he gets songs. He's one person who gets songs.
We need Pastor Gamaliel in the next interview. We need to see the countenance of this anointed
He
man.
gets songs, and sometimes I write. So.
Oh, you are a songwriter.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, on top of the voice.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Yeah,
Yes,
you should be encouraged.
Thank
You're
you.
one of the most dynamic female vocalists in
Thank
our
you.
time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Aiwa
very much.
munoimba sister Rudo zvakakosha kuti tikuudzei
Thank you very
muchiri
much.
vapenyu. But look, takufana kupinda mugame show.
Ngatitei.
And I come bearing gifts.
Okay.
Kwete
Wow.
kuti mukagona but chero mukatadza henyu.
No, it's okay.
But zvamuri two.
We'll work hard for the kids.
Okay, cool. And if we have time left, I'll field a few questions from our listeners, but I think we've actually exhausted the questions that they might have had, particularly about the UK show, because it's important that we reassure people that you guys are now coming, and it's also important that people see you and your journey, especially 2024.
Right.
Thus far, the Lord has taken us. Shall we get into our quiz?
Let's do it.
Good stuff. So, how it's going to work is we've got 3 segments. Okay. Know your music. Yeah, your music, Jay.
Okay.
Hey, yamakanyora mega mkaimba mfunge. Toda uzotunoziya ere. Then we've got the world around you. Unoona news here nana bhora nini. Zvakakosha hazvo. Pamusoro pekutaura nendimi. Muri kumboona masurrounding here.
Okay.
Then we get into the Bible quiz. Apa mapasta.
Okay, let's
Unowina imi. Ndakazomboitura. Nani prophet different panapa. Vachita quiz. Vakazongondipfekera ma-spectacles vachingotsvuna ndikati munhu waMwari. Unfair advantage. Matthias was on that seat the week before the last. Daiwa zvikwiza hewa. But do you remember theology? So let's begin with the first question.
Okay.
Know your music is the segment. The Lord is gracious, he saves. The Lord is mighty, he gives life. Can you please tell us which song of yours you did in one of our national languages? As these lyrics when translated to English. Icho.
yes.
Hakuna zvinhu zvakambodaro
But it talks about life in abundance.
Never. The Lord is gracious, he saves. The Lord is mighty, he gives life. Song inonzi ngivumile. Inkosi inomusa, iyasindisa. Inkosi inama. It's the national. It's one of our national languages. Goodness, I love that. And ndinofarira kana music yenyu muchiganga it's ours. You know what I mean? So the second question is, which joyful praise season and theme is Mponesi Wangu featured on?
It's Jesus Saves. Season. Jesus
I'm counting you down.
Jesus
5.
Saves. Jesus Saves.
4. 3.
Jesus Love.
It is okay. I'll give that to you.
Sorry.
It is season
you know
4. Jesus. As long as Jesus is there no respect. Such a wrong answer.
Okay.
Why is it? It's the name above every other name.
I need to go back into the books.
Okay, the last question in this segment. Ndati gift yenyu today.
Okay.
It's the segment is called 10 in 10. So it's 10 questions in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Asina Jesu is taken off which JPC season? Is it taken off season 2? Is this true or false? 5, 4, 3.
Yes.
2.
Yes. Am I supposed to say yes or no?
It's false. Asina Jesus is taken off season 3.
Maybe my job is to sing, not to keep track of that. Pastor Gamaliel knows that
Listen,
better.
when I spoke to Pastor Gamaliel, I said, come correct to this interview. But look, the world's around you. Brother.
Let's try.
Segment yacho.
You will do well, you will do well. But which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Josh, that should be it.
I'm counting you down now. 5,
Come on, Dad.
4. Icho. And then the second question in this segment, how many legs does a spider typically have? Typically keyword 5, 4, 5, 4. Can we agree? 3, 2. Amana.
8.
Each. That was a lucky guess.
It was.
I 6 years.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, I'm having fun. So much fun with you. What is a baby kangaroo called? Would you know? We're believing God for Australia. We're believing God for Asia, for the global impact. Tofana uziyaga kuti Australia kangaroo, a baby kangaroo.
I don't.
It's my producer Kathleen. I promise when she put this question, I said, this child, Zat. Who would know what a baby
It's just a baby. Kangaroo leg.
Kangaroo.
No.
I want you to know the kangaroo leg.
Yeah, I don't.
It's called a joey.
I never.
Do you know? So I googled and I said, why is it called a joey?
No.
That's why.
And then they said joey is the term that Australians use for something young.
Oh, right.
Oh, you joey. Until, the national animal then became.
So Australia has been global impact.
Yapinde.
That's good.
Yapinde. Let's get into the last segment. The Bible quiz.
Visual. Jesus.
Quite transforming darkness from darkness into light.
Oh, Paul.
I thought so. I thought you guys were gonna. Then, who was the woman who hid the Israelite spies in Jericho? I'm going to count you down. 5, 4, 3. Rahab. So somebody then told me a story. God has a curious habit of using these women in the lineage of Christ. And Pastor
Gamaliel preached about
7
it. Vashiti qualified still.
Amy.
Nekushata kwavo.
Hakuna tatsinda takutori. But look, the last question is, who was the commander of King David's army? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can I get a clue?
Jay?
Joab.
Joab.
That's what I wanted to say. Joshua. I could have won that.
But look, well done.
Thank you.
Magona, you guys. Thank you so much for participating in the quiz. And then I've got something to give you.
Okay.
You guys.
Despite the facts.
No. 10 in 10 munopiwa. Gifting just for participating.
Okay.
So there's 2 things. Okay. I'd suggest you get because you guys are preparing for UK, I'd suggest you get the other one. So there's a gift bag courtesy of RHI Media.
Oh, wow.
It's got nice corporate gifts in here.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
Most people choose this one.
All right.
But from Edma Beauty and Spa, there's a spa voucher, a full spa voucher.
For how many?
I can negotiate for about 5. No, and girls. This will be for this one for the vision.
We prefer to take the one for the vision.
Why?
Because we cannot do anything without the full choir.
Okay, cool. It is well. This is courtesy of RHI Media.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you,
But guys, thank you so much for coming.
This was fun.
The last thing is for you guys to share with us your word of encouragement and the song in season you gave us, Unogo Cheme. Let's talk about that, even as you prepare, as you psych yourselves up for your upcoming and things like that. Let's talk about why Unogo Cheme is the song in season.
All right, we're starting from Unogo Cheme or encouragements.
Just
My encouragement
so in a minute.
Okay.
Hey.
So Unogo Cheme is the track because it's ringing right now in everyone's phone. And it's a word.
Whose composition was that?
We got that song in
curious.
2014 when we found a blind lady who was singing it together with her child sitting by the corner. And then she was singing. We passed. We came back. Pastor Gamali was like, no, let's. And then we came back. We gave her money.
Wow.
And then we told her, we are going to record your song. We have never seen that woman. We have never. I looked for her. I remember one day when I was passing through Nando's, and then I thought I saw her. I looked at her. We searched the whole of Gweru.
We're still in stage.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that's our song in season.
Yeah.
And it's saying what to us?
Unogo Cheme ilikuti ko Unogo Cheme. Why are you crying? Pauno Cheme.
Okay, cool.
Ndiyo urikuchemera asi pana akakutarisa pana anoona. Saka iwe don't cry. Usachema. Tarira kune akakutarira.
Good stuff. Okay, so where can people find you very quickly for more details and things like that?
Before I answer that, I wanted to say, as a word of encouragement, the world has been taken over by the devil a lot because he's trying to delete people from serving God. It's time to serve Jesus. So if you still have air to breathe, if you still have a voice to sing, do it and move in your lane. To answer the question you asked, we are found on social media, Jouful Praise Choir Official. Facebook, Instagram, Jouful Praise Choir, TikTok, Jouful Praise Choir, YouTube, Jouful Praise Choir. Am I able to give out a phone number?
Yes, sure.
If you want to communicate with us via phone, it's 0772 851 285. 0772 851 285.
Rudo, thank you so much, my brother. We totally appreciate you. I think yes, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you for listening. Imi listeners edu tozotenda ozvakare vabiki vechirongwa Arnold akatibatira mushina pa Facebook toti Kathleen na Valeria vabiki vechirongwa zvakare tobata kusiya maoko azanani pa Star FM tokusiya zvakare maoko aSaviors the secret ingredient pa Capital 100.4 FM Harare Satbit. Yvonne Tivatye is my name. Good night, God bless, and please do take care. Ndakanga neyemskana madrums and msasemskana madrums. Boże gut.